Hey everybody, here Lacey Good. Hi, I'm Lacey Good. And this vlog is books I read in my year, so I actually mostly pick from Goodreads, but the books I decided were good for the mid-year that I actually read and some that I actually heard. So let's get started. Before we get started, I got our Christmas Bookmas intro already. So I'm gonna test that out on you guys on this vlog when it's gonna be taped. So as we can do this, narrowing down the books that I read this year. I don't even get tuning them out. So we're gonna do top to bottom like we usually do. So the first book is actually by Dr. Fred Leakin. It's called Forgive for Good. So this is not just following one specific person. It's following about the different people in their journey and how to forgive better. This is kind of like helps you learn how to forgive. And it shows a lot of great examples. But it just gives you the power of yourself, but it gives you the power to forgive other people. Forgives other people, and only because this can honestly help with relationship-wise, like boyfriend, girlfriend, and that kind of stuff, husband and wife, or even friends in general. This book uses step-by-step how to forgive better. It helped me. I'm sure it surely can help you. But one part of forgiveness that I think we all really can actually help all of us is when you have a past that, like a really long past that somebody hurt you really bad and that doesn't go away. Just focus more on yourself and don't forgive the other friend or family member or boyfriend, girlfriend, or even husband and wife. This book can help a lot. So this was a great novel. I absolutely love it. So yeah, it teaches you not just how to forgive and love others. It actually teaches you to love and forgive yourself. So this book was a great book to read. I read this one because I needed to forgive an ex-boyfriend of mine, and I did. It took him a while to forgive me back, but he finally did it. Now me and him was just like brother and sister, and I am honestly grateful for that. So this book actually helped me, and for me and my ex-boyfriend, we are just brother and sister, nothing else than that. This book helped me quite a lot for me to forgive him. Because in the past I hurt him like I didn't mean to. But this book actually teaches me a good lesson. It teaches me a good lesson. Not just to forgive him, but forgive myself. So this book was honestly a great learning experience. If something happened in the past and you want to learn how to forgive that, this book can show you a lot. How not just forgiving other people, but finding yourself is the key. This next book was absolutely a favorite of mine. This one's by Althea Knowles, and it's called Enchanted. So we're following this girl, Sunday. She went near a pond, found this frog named Rumbled, and she read him she fell in love with the frog. But the frog was under a spell that I believe was his by a guard or something like that. I don't really honestly remember. But the frog went back to the castle. They kept him kind of locked up, kind of didn't. But said they fell in love with her sisters. One passed away. Don't remember how the sister passed away, but it had some dark elements to it that I thought it was honestly quite interesting. Like of the castaways, of her family. Her Aunt Joy was a wonderful. She loved her Aunt Joy, her mom's sister. Her mom, Sunday's mom, was kind of on the weird side of things. But they lived like in the woods. So, oh yeah. The frog was a prince of some sort of place. I don't remember the place. Like, I'm not really looking on the backside here. But this was a great honorable book. I loved it, and it was just a wonderful read. I highly recommend this book. Because this kind of took in a place like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like that. The chapters were based on not just of Disney, but of musical rights also. So this one was one of my other favorites. I absolutely adored this book. And this book can start getting into fantasy because there was a lot of fantasy in this book. And there were some really high hopes on the end. I think someone whose sisters passed, but I guess I forget what from. When I got married to I don't want to say a person, but somebody who she knew. So that's why we're honestly going to talk on that. It's kind of hard to explain, but the selection by Kara Case. I love this one. This is based on like a TV show, The Bachelor. So we're following this young girl named America. She tried out for this selection along with other countries. The Prince Maximum. He was a kind of like a Prince Bachelor. You know, it's not kind of like me. Prince Bachelor, but it was like a TV show. Like I said, it was kind of like The Bachelor. So this book was, I love this book. This was my first Kindle read, and I absolutely loved it. This book was, okay, I want to know one of the best books I ever read. And this one was one of my other favorites. I absolutely adored this novel. It's honestly really, really good. So, Maximum, he kind of put this selection together, turning into a TV show like The Bachelor. This first book of the series actually starts off with, because this is only book one, but it was based on America, Prince Maximum, and who was the other guy? I don't remember the other guy. Oh, Aspen, yeah, Aspen. Now I remember. And Aspen and her little sister. I would get her little sister's name. The assistant here. But at a point she couldn't breathe. She had to get out of the castle for some breath, but she wasn't allowed to. So the prince let her take a breather outside, but I had to go back in. There was that going on, like pictures taken in all different rooms. They had their own maids. That got their gowns ready, stuff like that. They all got to write to home of their families, and it's the ending. I thought it was wonderful done written, and only because in the end of this book, I'm sorry if I'm doing a spoiler alert to people who has not read this book yet, but there was of the 3 or 4 left, but at least the final 2, America and let me say, spoiler alert. This was amazing, like I said, but the ending was honestly quite interesting, because there was only like a few that was America and a couple of grocery men. They become friends. It was between her, a little desk girl, and one other person. But I forgot who the other person honestly was. So that's what this book was about. It was a good read. I absolutely loved it. One of my top favorites of the year. All these books were honestly really, really well written. And yeah, sorry, can't spurt. This next book, oh my gosh. Okay, this is how their book to book. Next to the best talk book. It's by Stephanie Gilbert. It's got a Once Upon a Broken Heart. So we're following this guy named Evelyn in her own land. But it was based on kind of like Alice in Wonderland with the King of Hearts, Jack. Just say Evelyn, Jack, Chris, the King of Hearts, her friends, parents, frog, and island people. So this one was based on Evelyn and her journey. So it's making this guy named Jack, aka the King of Hearts. She tries to fall in love with this guy named Jack, but he hung out with somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but she got really depressed. She was crying on, her heart was broken into 2, and this was just I want to say little heartbreaking. But it was more based on Evelyn and her journey of her first broken heart. And in her first broken heart. I felt honestly really bad for her. And only because she was just torn to pieces. Her parents couldn't help her. Her friends couldn't help her. But it did find a good trigger point in this one. And only because she never gave up. She was falling in love with Jack. But he wasn't really in love with... At first he was in love with her. Then he broke down for another gal. The ex behind that kind of cheating on Evelyn, but it was more like a fake love trope. So that's what this book was honestly about. I thought this book was really, really good. I read this one, and oh my word, it put me chills down my spine. It honestly did. It was honestly quite good. A great fantasy read. If you guys haven't read your first fantasy book, I say do this one. I highly recommend this one because this one was so unique. Like it's just Evelyn, she had her own island with not just with the people in her life, but other people coming in, like her friends, her family. Jack learned who broke her heart. And she, like I said, she was really depressed. She was crying a lot. Her heart kept hurting. And this one was a great book. But it kept me on my feet. So this next one's by Jenny Haynes. It's called Always and Forever Laura Jane. So we're hunting this girl named Laura Jane. Her last year in high school. Her and her boyfriend. Her dad actually got engaged to this gal that I wonder if I'm saying this right. Oh yeah. Jane and Peter were in dating mode, but they also visited different colleges of their own speed. But they ended up meeting, and her and her one friend stayed out all night, like till 2 a.m. So they went back home, and graduation and all that, the graduation party. Now about the dad getting married. Also, her little sister came. Her little sister was picking on her, but that's what little sisters do. Her big sister came home, and the almost to be stepmother absolutely loved them. Her almost to be stepmom took them out to this place where they all got drunk pretty much, but they also, so Laura Jane got drunk, really badly drunk, and she had like a hangover. So I find that kind of, I don't say they're disturbing, but they're more concerned for Laura Jane, and only because she was like a teenager, getting ready to graduate high school, so they did. Their grandparents came to town, and her dad ended up getting married to a nice lady. But growing up, she had a lot of friends in that, like her boyfriend Peter and others of her friends. But the great part of this book I absolutely adored when Laura Jane in her senior year, they went to New York for their senior trip. And they went shopping, hanged out. Then when they got back, it was graduation. Her dad got married to a nice, wonderful lady. But I forget what her name was. Yeah, it doesn't say what the name, just someone's name was. But it was based on her senior year and all that. So and I was like, I actually heard this on that. I was honestly impressed. Because it was honestly mind-blowing. I do want to see the movie or a TV show to this. This was amazing. I loved it that much that, like, I keep trying to read different book authors. It was honestly really easy for me. So this book is a great book. I loved it. If you guys read it, please also put it down in the comments. So, okay, this one's a homemade by Jennifer Giovini. This is by Jennifer Giovini. It's called Deep Blue. So this is based in the summertime. Based on in the summertime. So we're following Serafina and her journey through the deep ocean floor. So we're following this mermaid, Serafina, through all these different things. Her mom was struggling to stay alive, but it was hard because the mom wasn't really quite there anymore. But yeah, she met like her and her friend. Her friend's brother, my friend, Nevia, and the rest of her friends, like, Infant and others. So they went on this wild journey. But her and her friend got stuck in a cave by these bad guys. But I thought that part was kind of terrific. But it was more like a thriller. Probably was kind of like a thriller. Because they made all these crazy people. But it was crazy people along the deep ocean. So they finally went to the place they wanted to go, the Atlantic Ocean. They almost found her dad, but didn't. But they ended up going back where they were trying to save her mom. But her mom has some weird skin disease. And these all different tongue spells. So she did a tongue spell. Really, actually, it was one of the spells that the person that stays quiet and still. But it was good, honestly, read. The part I absolutely loved was when she kept screaming in the end, but part of it was kind of weirded out, but it was good. I loved it. Lauren Kate. This is why Lauren Kate is called Passion. Okay, we're filming, who are we filming again? Oh yeah, I think you're funny, Sophie. I believe what her name was. We were filming this girl. There's some really dark times. Sophia, I believe her name was. We were filming this one girl that she it's kind of honestly hard to explain over here, but I forget the name of the let me see if the name is on. Oh, Luce was her name. Yeah. Okay. I had to look at one of the other books that I read. So we're filming Luce, Daniel, on this edge of not just rocks, but the awfulness. Every book has different parents. That I thought was kind of like, okay, who are the real parents? You know what I mean? Who are the real parents? You know what I mean by that? So yeah, we're Luz and Danielle, but they found this cave that they couldn't honestly explain. It had a lot of evilness to it, like famous of the devil eyes, but they visit Florence, Italy, Rome, some Paris, France. Well, one of the guy, Alexander Graham Bell, the one who made the light bulb. He had his own magic act, but he named her Lucinda, a different name, her magic name. Well, but this is honestly based on a really dark fantasy. Actually, I'm done with this series. I kind of great because it had way too much evil in it. But anybody who likes a dark fantasy, I guess, would like this series. So yeah, we are with Luz and Daniel. They, of course, visited, but Daniel left her for something else. There was like a ton of vampires. Hard to explain, but it was honestly a good book. I loved it. But will I did understand it completely. It was a good novel. So I loved it. But before you pick a book like this, make sure you know what you're getting into. This was honestly a good book. Like I said, I loved it. The ending was kind of like, okay, they finally went to heaven with the gates open. But Daniel, the love interest Daniel, plummeted down as a fallen angel. What I thought was kind of creepy, but he went into the part of pit of hell. You know what I mean by that? But it was more like that stuff along with that. And that's all I'm going to actually talk about this book. So I don't want to get no more further. If you guys read the series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, if you guys are new, welcome in. We do fun stuff like book recommendations. We do our book search, and I do have a book talk. You can check that out down in the description down below. And just love to read. We do our devotions. We read a lot. We focus on the Lord and Savior. And we just have fun reading here. My book family is absolutely amazing when it comes to working newcomers in. And just honestly remember, the Lord's not one before anybody else. This next year is going to be kind of different. Because there's going to be them vlogging going on, them reading vlogging, and stuff like that. Coming up on, I know when we just started to read the reading, them reading in the ads, but we are going to be, not just focusing on the Chucky books, like this big, but we are going to be focusing on like other book authors that are different points of view of books. And reading a ton more of Stephen King. If you guys are new, welcome in. We do that fun stuff here at Lazy Good Books that I think the new people in my hands may enjoy. Thank you to come to Lazy Good Books. I hope you enjoy your time here. Give us a bigger thumbs up. Click the notification bell for more fun book reviews, updates, TBRs, shorts, and all that fun stuff. And next vlog is going to be the end of the month vlogs. We just, like I said, we just started some reading vlogs. So I'm going to put that stuff into play right now. And just continuing this channel, this whole type book journey has been wonderful. If you did not know, I started this channel back in 2020. And it's been just a wonderful reading journey for me. Not just for me, but for all of you. This vlog bigger thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button down below. Click the navigation bell to get all the book updates, shorts, reader vlogs and stuff, fun stuff like that we do here. And Bookmas is just around the corner. Well, it's almost the new year. So, I'm honestly excited what this new year's going to bring for not just the channel, but a lot of new things are going to be happening. Thank you for coming to Lazy Good Books, and I'm sorry guys. Have fun with this vlog and all the books that we talked about here, and let's also have on your own reading journey. If you are new, welcome in. We love newcomers. If you are new, you can put it down in the comments down below or in the book club community. Real quick, my book family errors. Make sure you stay in, I don't want to stay in tune, but I just wanted to say to my book family errors, read every day. It doesn't just get the brain healthy, but you learn different things along the way. If you guys like to watch movies and TV shows are like books, so focus on reading books while you watch TV. That's a good way to continue the reading. If you have a Kindle, you can also read. And read on your Kindle, but make sure you read every day. And I'm actually, I put a lot of the TBR books away, and only because we had a ton. Now I'm just finishing up until the end of the year. So you might see some new books, and I don't see some old, but some new books, and just remember, be yourself, be happy. Give this vlog video a thumbs up, and peace out. Well, quick book family years, what is your favorite novel? Put us down in the comments in our book family community. Peace out.